Hello everybody, my name is Anthony and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as the British Raj soon to be a nationalist India. Well, I'm assuming soon. I'm not actually 100% too sure when that will actually happen. You can see right here we are at 17% fascist support. I mean, that's not a lot, but it is definitely better than what it could be. We are currently getting collectivist ethos, and after that we'll be able to get nationalism focus, which also you can see here gives another daily support of 0.1. We have our troops stationed all along the Siamese border. I don't know when we'll be able to attack them. I mean, we'll have to wait until at least until we flip over to fascist. Then we can invade them, fabricate a claim and all that. Because at the moment, well, we can't do anything because we are a puppet of the British Empire. And I assume when we become fascist that this should just go away. But I'm not 100% too sure. It's just an assumption. You can see that there are British troops here. There's a small, Ceylon. We are going to have to eventually invade that. We're going to invade these islands, invade Indonesia, invade China, maybe take Hong Kong because it's here. There's also Iran over here, but we've already kind of disbanded all these troops just so we were able to have enough rifles to give to all of our troops. All of them seem to be at 100% full strength, which is fantastic. I have installed a handful more mods since the last time, because apparently every single time I make an episode I need to install more mods. The main one being is that I've just made it so that experience points it's just free. We will use the army experience to buy upgrades for tanks and stuff like that, but editing your divisions, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I would need experience points, especially even to remove it would cost points. And to me, that doesn't really make sense. So yeah, we'll just keep it all infantry for now, because we're not really making anything else. Are we making? We have artillery in line. We're just not actually making any. And I've heard what a good division is to have 4 infantry, 4 artillery, and that actually works really, really well. I think we might replace at least some of you with artillery. So you can see here, we got soft attack, hard attack, breakthrough, and piercing. All these go up. We lose a little bit of hit points, a little bit of organization, but most of this seems to be basically pretty much alright. So, we will duplicate this division. This will be artillery. An artillery infantry division. Did it just get rid of all my text? No. I thought it did. And we'll replace 2 of you guys with artillery. We'll save that. Well, actually, we have to update this. And I also added in the more NATO counters mod just because, it looks kind of nice. It's nice to have this. So we'll save that. The artillery infantry division. And we'll add a handful of you. So every other infantry on this line, we will just edit to the infantry artillery division. It gives us a little bit more rifles. These guys are turned green, so they have a negative modifier. And we do actually need to start producing tanks. So we'll take 1 off rifles just to start making a little bit of artillery. You can see we need 216, quite a bit. But having just more diversity, I think, will probably make our armies a bit stronger. And disband 2 of you, yes. And get 2 of these guys going. Actually, let's have to make sure they're both actually deploying to the same province. We have production efficiency right now of 11.5%. That's pretty bad. 1.52 a week. It is going to improve very, very slightly. No template. Support equipment. So we're making support equipment, but nothing's actually using support equipment. Well, that's fine. We can just add a recon company to each army. Add a recon company over here. We can also just add a support artillery. If it's free, then I you might as well, right? And there we go. So we added support artillery and all that to both of these armies as well. And you guys, we are going to have to use guys to exercise. Oh no, okay. Well, actually, we have to make them into a separate army. Exercise them. Do not exercise these guys. We're just gonna have these guys exercise until they're actually back up to regular. Oh no, these guys have gone green as well. Okay. Then we'll just combine the armies again, exercise them all. Just get them back all up. Their organization went down quite a bit. Their strength has gone down as well. I think it's just because they just need artillery. And we don't have a lot of artillery. So we're going to be getting industrial research time, maybe? Well, right now we're getting mechanical computing, and that's an engineering tech. It's an electronic engineering tech. But it's going to be 37 soon, so there's going to be a bunch of techs we're going to want to get in industry. So it makes sense to get an industrial company there. We're almost getting 2 artillery a week. It's still pretty bad. Let's actually lower rifles even more, because we only need 1355 rifles, as opposed to 644 artillery. That's quite a big difference. 3.25, still only at 12.5% cap. It's not very good, but it is improving. Their experience right now is at 85. Every day they get 0.5, which is kind of bad. We're losing a lot of equipment just by training these troops up. But, you know, there's not much else we can do about that. We're at 20% support for Fascist. Fantastic. All India Hindu Assembly. The Indian Independence Movement. Communist Party of India. Okay. You look at our logistics. Everything's pretty much bad except for convoys. And are we lacking anything? I mean, there'd be a pop-up up here if we were, but no. Other than importing aluminum, everything seems to be basically pretty much A-OK in the country. We're getting some construction factories right now in Bombay. We only have 20. It's not a lot, but should hopefully, you know, increase exponentially. Can we increase the amount, actually? Yeah, it has a button here. Yeah, I want more civilian factories. And after collecting this ethos, it's going to be done very soon. And there we go. Nationalism focus. Let's get even more fascists going on. So Siam still only has 3 to 5 brigades. Like, they're really weak. And we can see one of their brigades, at least, is down here. So potentially they have 2 troops up here. But we can see there's nothing on the border. So a war against Siam would be just so easy. It'd be so easy. 4.7 artillery a week. It's, you know, it's getting better. We still need a lot of fighters. We only have 1 naval dockyard. I don't really like navies that much. It might be a little bit more important as the British Raj, but we're probably not going to focus too much on getting navy stuff done. But it would kind of make sense if we just kind of replace that with submarines. 1.18 a year. Hopefully that'll actually improve. Please improve? Getting 1 sub a year is pretty much awful. So nationalism focus, it is at 53. 17 out of 70 days. Yeah, and after we're on this, we definitely need to start going back down these trees. So let's see, militarism gets 5% recruitable population, which is a ton because right now we're at 1.5% and we have 5 million manpower. is with another 2%. That's a 7% increase. 7% on this number? That's a dumb amount of people. It's a stupid amount of soldiers. We just need production to go up. We can deploy these troops, but right now they're green. We're just going to wait for these bars to basically fill up. I think when the bars are at 100%, they automatically deploy. They should just be at trained. Stop exercising, you guys. You don't need to be doing that. I mean, we'll see. I believe they just start off as trained, though. When they deploy on the 11th of January. These guys will deploy on the 13th. These guys will deploy on the 29th. And these guys will deploy all the way in March. So, it's going to take a little bit of time. Civilian factories. We just need more. Maybe getting off of consumer goods that's using us more factories here. Because half our factories right now are being used in consumer goods and trading goods. Not much we can really do about trading goods, but consumer goods we can definitely kind of fix. We would just need to get off civilian economy, which we can't really do. We could go to war economy when we go fascist. Because right now it's at 30, it'd have that. And then construction speeds, it's a 50% swing. That is a significant change. Significant change. We're only risking 127 rifles, so rifle situation will be done very, very soon. And then we can just kind of start stockpiling on rifles, which is great. Actually, that actually won't work, because these guys will deploy and then we'll need more rifles after that. I thought it said they would deploy. Now it says they'll deploy on the 25th. Now it says the 26th. Weird, I don't know why that day keeps changing. I mean, we could just deploy the troops and train them that way. Yeah, so let's exercise them until they're green, or until they're trained. And I don't know why the days were just, not going through. You can see now we need another 2,500 rifles. And we'll get the rifles eventually. And we'll deploy these guys as soon as they're trained to the Siamese front line. So you got one trained. There we go. They're all trained now. Deploy over here. These guys should be finished pretty soon. I think reinforcements are definitely a higher priority than actually just training up new troops. Upgrades are set to medium priority. We don't have any upgrades, so it doesn't really matter at the moment. Most of our researches will be done pretty much soon. Infantry equipment, or mounted infantry 1 will be done soon as well. So we could try going for the 4-4. I've heard it's good. So how about we just try it? This is his 24 artillery. Yeah, we'll just try it this way. We need a lot more artillery for that. We need 1,000 artillery, but how about we actually just get rid of the support artillery here, replace it maybe with an engineering company? And get those, get the artillery from these armies into the artillery army divisions. And these guys should be better now because they won't need the artillery. And now we only need 700 artillery. Or 783 artillery instead of the, like, 1.02 thousand. So, there we go. We saved about 250 artillery's worth of equipment by doing that. We still need about 700 rifles. Only 8.6. Huh. Okay. Not getting actually that many. We finished our mountain infantry. Next level gets available in 39. We'll get support weapons 1. They should have been researched in 1918, so you know we're about we're a little bit behind on that. Nationalism will be done very, very soon. There we go, that's finished. Mechanical computing's also been finished. We'll get armament effort. Next, we'll get construction effort 1 first. And for research, it's time for us to start getting more upgrades. Actually, construction speed will actually be better first, because the cap, only infantry equipment is actually at the cap right now. So, well, that and the plane, but I don't think the plane can go much higher. So we won't really focus on getting that technology done yet. But just getting a lot of civilian factories, getting them done faster, is definitely going to be good for us. We have 29 factories. That's really not a lot. 8 of those. Like, not even... Like, 30% of our factories right now are military factories, and that's not a lot. We would easily destroy Siam. They have 3 to 4. We actually know that they don't have 5. Our knowledge of them has gotten a little bit better. But you can see our fascist is now growing. You should see fascist is now. Why is there no... Yeah, I know there's no elections. It's not showing. Why is it showing all weird? But either way, we have 27% fascist right now. It is still going up by 0.1 a month, so that's good. I know there are some modifiers when you hit certain percentage points that make it so it goes down slower. But it looks like we're mostly fine here. We have 70% national unity. Is there a way I can change that? 70% seems a little bit low, if you ask me. But when, oh when, will there be a coup? Scales, yeah, things are at 50% because I think when you hit 25%, it halves it. And I think maybe when you hit 33%, it goes to a third. So right now we're getting 0.1. We're probably getting like 0.7 when we actually hit 33% fascist. If you can just do the coup, it'd be great for us. Like, it would be so good. Who's in charge of the VD Savarkar? Okay. Probably get rid of this guy. You know, kick the British out of India, basically. Kick them out. Let's go up to speed 5. We have a lot of infantry equipment. Fantastic. So that means... Well, it's going to go away mostly when we start training out more troops. Also, we have Mountaineer divisions. Okay. I'm going to add 3 Mountaineer divisions. We're going to set them over to Baluchistan because we're going to need... If we're invading Iran at some point in the future, we're going to need Mountaineering divisions. And right now, you can see that there are 3. They're very, very small. So let us add, I think, more Mountaineers. Because having like a combat with a 12 or 20 is a decent number. No, I don't want tanks. We'll stay the 6 here. And all of a sudden we need another 1.5 thousand rifles. But that's fine. We're at 29, so close to 30. There we go. Oh, it's actually at 30%. We're to get scaled down to 33. Disappointing, but that's fine. 0.66 or 0.066% per day. Is it per hour? No, it's definitely per day. I just want there to be a coup. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Look at an infantry expert guy because I think they're just always beneficial because you normally are going to use, I think, the majority of your army is going to be infantry, so it makes sense to have them. Oh, what is this? British problem advanced intervention in the okay. In the Benelux region. The Benelux region is the Low Countries, I believe. Yeah, so they're trying to get more influence here. Also, the Hindenburg crashed. Oh, no, it didn't. It almost crashed. Good work, Hindenburg. You saved the day. So we got our construction effort. Let's go to construction effort 2. And now we have a very impressive 22 factories. Ooh. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. And actually, a lot of those factories are coming from the fact that people are exporting our goods. So, if we weren't exporting anything, we'd actually have less civilian factories. From trade 6. We have 16 ourselves. So actually thinking about that, would free trade let more people... Oh, we should actually get free trade. It's also got... Yeah, free trade just seems better than export focus. It'll have a lot of things get shipped, but it'll also give us a lot of civilian factories, which we absolutely want. So maybe we'll do that. When we have 150 points, we will get free trade. 32%. You're so close, I think. I don't know. There might be an event at 33%. I'm hoping there's an event at 33%. I don't really know 100%. Look at that. You're so close. So close. Nope, there's absolutely nothing. Okay. Disappointing. So we're already halfway through 37. Has anything really happened? Like, Anschluss hasn't happened. They haven't taken Sudetenland, so nothing really seems to be really going on in terms of... Can I not click on this guy? Yeah, nothing really seems to be happening in Europe at the moment, which is fine. It looks like Republican Spain is beating the Nationalist. The Soviet... Maybe the Soviet volunteers are helping them. More than the Japanese, British, and Italians are helping the Nationalist. So Siam's also pretty fascist themselves, 20%. I don't want to prove relation with them because that makes no sense. Construction efforts, 34% fascist. You should just let me be fascist. Like, what's the issue there? We have 52 points right now, which we want to bank those just so we can get free trade. And ship a lot of stuff. Like, let's see, what do we have? Like, look how much tungsten we have, guys. I have 131 in surplus. You should absolutely be using it. You should all have it. I see, no, we will be shipping more tungsten, because if you look at free trade, we're shipping exactly half. Half our tungsten is going out. If we had free trade, more tungsten would be leaving. Which is great, we want that. All our needs for infantry equipment is filled, but that'll change as soon as our troops deploy. This is going to be another issue where they just never deploy properly. Yeah, no, it's very weird. I don't know why they don't deploy properly. Oh, they have no support equipment. Why are we not making more support equipment? Yeah, just make support equipment. Maybe that's why they're not deploying properly. They just don't have exactly everything they need. So we need 323. 322 now. Ooh. Getting one of those a day. If our needs on rifles are filled, let's cut rifle production in half. I mean, we're going to lose a little bit of production efficiency on our infantry equipment, but that's fine. I see, we'll cut that down to 3. Go 3-3 on both of them. I think we're actually good for fighters. How about we go for more close air support? And do we not have close air support fighters somewhere? No, we have none of them. Okay, we only had... What do you need? Oh, they want fighters. Because this needs to get cut down back to 73. Cut that down to 73. There we go. Set the limit. That should go away. And we got that. Motorized would make sense. Marines don't make as much sense to me. Let us get some more planning. What are we missing? No, we're not missing planes. It's at the cap. 73. I mean, we only have those planes, right? Yeah. increase air support by 302. Send all of our planes over to Eastern India. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. I don't know why that notification was even there. It doesn't make a lot of sense. We have almost 1,000 rifles. Even with just 3 factories, we're still getting 21 rifles a day, which isn't too bad. Are you guys actually going to deploy anytime soon? Actually, I probably just set this regular priority. Maybe they'll actually get some support equipment. I'm guessing most of the support equipment is actually just going to these guys, though, which makes sense. We're gonna get armed. Nah. We're gonna get infrastructure effort. It's only 2 infrastructure, which isn't, you know, a ton, but it should be mostly fine. I mean, we're not getting a lot of factories. I don't know, is one construction factory for a focus really worth it? Civil war for fascism. Start a civil war. Well, I think a war for fascism. Non-aligned supporters will start a civil war. The will to power is meaningless. But we only have 33%. That doesn't really seem like a lot. We must unite the people first. Should we do this one, or should we just start a civil war? But I don't know what territory we'll get. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit scummy. I'm just curious about what we'll actually have. Oh, they have all that territory. And they took most of our army. Well, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it sucks that I had to kind of save scum, and we get kind of scumbag like that. Yeah, but we'll unite the people first. We can't win that war. Absolutely no way in hell. With 3 against, you know, more than up to 3 times that number on their side. And I mean, it kind of makes sense that they would have, you know, 66% of the army. But are we called Free India? I thought we were just called Nationalist India. Apparently I'm wrong. Free India actually kind of sounds like a cooler name anyway, to be honest. Also, why is the night cycle on? Turn that off. I don't like the night cycle. These guys still aren't getting support equipment. You guys aren't getting artillery. That's why you guys aren't training properly. We still need 500 artillery. We're only getting 1 a day? Really? 1.02 a day. That's terrible. We need a lot of artillery. What we don't need is really all these close air support fighters. But I still think it's better to have them than to not have them, so we're going to build them. We have 94. Let's go back to speed 3. I mean, we could deploy all the guys on the field, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense. So we have this. Let's get more factory output. And this construction factory in Bombay is almost finished. It should be finished in... Oh, okay, it's done now. Fantastic. And this one will be done on October 5th. So it's going to take, you know, a few months, sadly. But hopefully with the extra production output, it'll actually be, you know, beneficial. Oh, we got our Mountaineers here. Okay, you guys go on the border. These guys don't have any artillery, so I'm assuming that's why they were able to deploy easier. How are they already taking... Do they need more... Maybe when they split up, they won't be taking attrition. Please don't take attrition. Mountaineers, this is a 40% attrition penalty. Even if they're Mountaineers, they still have a 40% attrition penalty. That seems a bit much. Okay, let's leave this front line. Have a front line up there then. Does this have higher infrastructure? No, it's got even less. Okay, so they get attrition if they're both here. Fine, and you go up here. Make sure nobody takes attrition. Yeah, you guys just kind of split up. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks very much for watching. My name's been Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.